Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the little button, and maybe hit the bell for notifications so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. Today I'm going to be talking about some fitness tips for the new year. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions to do better with their fitness and all of that, but these are kind of applicable to all different times, but I thought that it would be a good video for this time. So, first, talking a little bit about what I do for fitness. I really only work out 4 or 5 times a week, kind of depends. Only for 30 to 40 minutes. Sometimes I only do like 20 minutes. Other than that, I walk my dog every day, like 2 or 3 times a day. So that's pretty much it, and that's all I need. I don't need to spend hours and hours in the gym or whatever. So there's that. It's just kind of consistency and staying with it and not doing anything crazy unless you're into bodybuilding or something, but I'm not really. So without further ado, let's get into it. So my first tip is that sort of with this pandemic that we've been dealing with, but even without that, if you don't like going to the gym, there are a lot of options for home workouts. I'm somebody that I don't want to drive to the gym. I don't really like other people watching me work out unless it's people I know already. I don't like having to figure out how to use the machines. I've worked at gyms, but I don't know, it's just not really my thing. And it's fine if it's your thing, but it's not mine. So what I do is I use Beachbody On Demand. And with that, you get access to a whole bunch of workout programs for about $100 a year, which is pretty much less than a gym membership because some gym memberships are almost that much per month. But that's what works for me, and I like having somebody like walking me through the movements, telling me what to do, because I've gone through phases where I put together my own little workout program, but I end up getting kind of bored with that. And I like just being able to click go and to do different challenge programs and work my way through, like 4-week program or 8-week program or whatever. So that's just what works for me. I really like the trainers that they have. We've been using Beachbody products since the P90X DVDs that we had forever, and we just recently got the Beachbody On Demand service, so we just have that on our Roku TV, and sometimes I pull it up on my laptop too, but I really enjoy that, and then I don't have to go to the gym. It's nice. My second tip is to reassess your fitness goals quarterly, not yearly. So a lot of people, they start out in January and they're like, I'm gonna work out every day. And then they fall off the bandwagon around February, sometimes March, and they don't really look back into it until fall later in the year, and they say, wow, that was one of my New Year's resolutions. But if you set yourself up so that you reassess your fitness goals on a quarterly basis, then that gives you a chance to, if you fall off, you can get back on and keep going. So that's always a good thing to do. I tend to reassess after we finish each program, see how it's going, but yeah. Number 3 is to remember that fitness is kind of a long game, especially for people trying to lose weight or to gain muscle mass or whatever. For me, I'm just sort of trying to maintain where I'm at and build muscle, but you're not going to see a dramatic change in 2 days. There's the joke about you do 10 crunches and then you check to see where your abs are. You have to realize that it takes time and consistency and just being kind of dedicated to it for a while, more than just how long it takes to form a habit. You might see some changes initially, but you got to put the diet stuff in there too, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. But yeah, and remember to take pictures and see where you're at, and also that the scale kind of isn't necessarily the best judge, because muscle, if you build muscle, it's going to increase your weight a lot of times. So yeah, just stick with it, see how it goes. If you are consistently on a good schedule and working out, you're going to see a difference. Just maybe not in the first week. So number 4, I know I said the word diet. I mean diet as in just what you eat, not a diet. So I don't believe in dieting. I don't think that really works. For some people it might, but generally, no. So the best way to go about things is to just eat in moderation. I tend to not like a bunch of sugary, fatty things anyway, so that kind of works out for me. Plus I'm vegan, so I'm limited in some of the baked goods. My brother makes great baked goods, but just in terms of what I can buy in the grocery store baked goods section. Anyway, just eating things that you like in moderation. You don't have to completely cut things out. A lot of times with dieting, what happens is that people go like really, really super heavy duty and cut all of their favorite foods out. And then as soon as they're done with their diet, they binge on their favorite foods. And then they fall back into an unhealthy eating pattern. So if you kind of gradually change the way that you eat into something that's healthier and better for you, that can be really good. For people that already do that, sometimes they go hardcore for a little bit if they really want to tone up, but it's not really the best course of action for people that are just trying to live more nutritious lives. So, yeah, just eating in moderation and trying to focus on adding good foods instead of just taking away everything. Tip number 5 is to have some sort of accountability, whether you go to the gym and have a gym buddy or if you work out at home with some people. That I really enjoy, because then it's not just about you and you trying to motivate yourself to work out. It's that, oh, I got to pick so and so up to go to the gym, or oh, this person, they're going to be working out, so I should get going and work out with them. There's also a lot of online accountability groups. I'm a member of one. It's the Fit Gym through Angie Belmar. I really like her. She's a Beachbody coach. But that's a really positive group of mostly girls, but they just hype each other up and post when they do their workouts and stuff and say, hey, did my workout today, feeling great. So it's really fun to have some sort of accountability. Tip number 6 is buying cute workout gear. So that might not motivate everybody, but for me, I really enjoy having cute workout gear. I'm wearing some fun leggings right now that I got for Christmas. But it just makes me feel fun. It makes me look forward to working out when I go through and choose my outfits, and that's just, it's motivating to me to have something cute to wear. And I like putting together outfits and matching things, all of that. I don't do that all the time, but it's just a fun little bonus. Tip number 7 is to get on a sustainable schedule. So for me, working out every single day, doing a high intensity workout, that's just not sustainable. Now, I can go on a walk every day, that's okay, but for the way that I live my life, I really don't have the time to do a workout every day, or it's just not my priority, not the way that I've set up the rest of my life. So that's where a lot of people have issue, is that they say, oh, I gotta work out every day. And then the first day that they fail, they're like, oh, and then it gets harder and harder to get back on track. But for me, I know that I want to get 4 good solid workouts in per week. So there's some days where I take Wednesday and Thursday off and I work out Friday, Saturday. Some days I only take Wednesday off and work out Thursday, Friday. So you got to know what works for you. For some people, working out every day is fine, especially if you work out in the morning. I work out in the afternoon. But having a sustainable schedule makes a really big difference in being able to stay on track with whatever your goals are. Number 8, speaking of goals, it's a good idea to write down some of your fitness goals and kind of write down why you want to achieve those goals to keep yourself motivated. So some of my goals are just get stronger, which is a pretty straightforward thing to do. And in order to achieve that goal, I just increase my weights. We're doing a weightlifting program right now, and I've accomplished that goal in general. So I started out where 8 pounds was my heavy weight, and now 15 or 20 is my heavy weight. So that's a really fun thing to do, and that didn't happen overnight. That happened over 8 weeks. But having goals is good, and going back to the, I think, first fitness tip, or second fitness tip in this video, was to reassess quarterly. So look at your goal, see, oh, do you want to do a chin-up? Maybe you accomplish that. So then your next goal can be, I want to do 2 chin-ups, and so on. Number 9 is to determine the why to keep you motivated. If you're working out just to work out, sometimes that's tough for people. So if you are working out because you're going on vacation, if you're working out because you want to, for me, playing with my dog, he's really strong. So the stronger I get, the more I can pull on the toys that he plays tug-of-war with. So that's kind of a silly one, but it really helps to have a reason behind things, or else then the days that you're not motivated, you're just going to sit there and say, why am I doing this? I don't know, and keep sitting. Number 10 is to remind yourself that even if you don't feel like doing something now, you're going to feel better after. So for me, every time I work out, I really do feel better. There's some days when I'm just exhausted and maybe I choose to work out the next day instead. But overall, if I'm just trying to overcome inertia, if I've been sitting at my computer and I'm like, I don't feel like getting up and doing something right now, I gotta force myself to do it because I don't always feel motivated. So it's more of a discipline thing and just knowing how you feel after when you have the endorphins, when you feel kind of pumped up. That also goes with choosing the right workout for you, the right workout program, whatever you're doing, so that you do feel better after. Because if you feel worse after, then you're probably doing the wrong program. So those two kind of go together, but just sticking with it, even if some days you feel like, Alright, so those are my 10 fitness tips for the new year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other fitness questions or whatnot, I mean, I'm not a coach or anything, but I can answer things based on the experience that I currently have or point you in the right direction for finding the answers. So yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe follow me on my Instagram, which is RanaTube, and I post updates on videos, and if I'm not going to do a video a certain week, I say when I do that there, and just post some pretty pictures. So thanks for watching. Bye!